Let AJ Doman Chevrolet be your one stop for all your business needs in 2025. Whether it's a service body, a flatbed, or a chassis for a custom upfit, we got you covered. And we know time's important, so we have a large selection of work-ready trucks on hand. AJ Doman Chevrolet, serviced in the area for over 35 years at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. AJ Doman Chevrolet, your business elite dealer.
All right, we are back here at HTV. We have Mr. Wayne Gautreaux on there. And Wayne, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, of course, Wayne can give us information on Lafourche Waterworks. He's, we had Mike Sobear on, now we have Wayne on. Wayne, what can you tell us about Lafourche? We're getting a lot of inquiries about the water pressure over there. What's your situation over there in Lafourche?
Well, as of this morning, we have two plants. We call two systems. We have our south system and our north system. Our south system was still pressurized, where we still have water running through the lines and all that, which is still the same this morning. We're hoping that we don't have any big mainline leaks, that it's mostly just residents still flowing their water to prevent their pipes from freezing, or just personal line leaks. And as we, catch up with those, turning them off and all that, the pressure should continue to build throughout our south system. Our north system is a little different. We got to the point where we had to back the pressure up, leaving the plant to fill our tanks, which we use for our filters and everything. So we did lose most of our pressure in our north system, but as of probably the last 30, 45 minutes, we were able to crank the plant back up, and everything on the north end is starting to pressure up slowly. Our biggest concern right now is the lower Bayou Blue, middle Raceland area. We seem to think that maybe we do have a big leak somewhere in that area that we haven't found yet. That area is still struggling to pressure up, but everything else in the parish right now should be pressuring up and climbing, and we're hoping now that the temperatures have warmed up. People have turned their water off. It should do anything but increase throughout the day.
Let me ask you something, Wayne, because I had a water leak on my 2-inch main at my house one time, and it was such a long run that I bought a little device to put your earphone in and walk around, and then when you hear shh, you got a leak. How do y'all detect where a leak is at?
Well, most of the times we can tell. We have our SCADA system where we read pressure throughout the parish, and we can tell where certain areas are lower for a certain reason. Then we might know that there's a leak. The problem is, and most of the times, the leak will show itself.
Water.
You still got a lot of snow on the ground, and it was happening. The snow's melting, so the ditches are full of water. So it's hard to pinpoint where the leak is at. So what we're doing right now is we're choking down on valves. We're not closing them off. We're just choking down on valves and see if the pressure jumps up, then we know where we might have the leak isolated.
So it's a manual thing you got to literally go through and do, and it's a process.
Right, it's a process. And look, we've been through this a bunch of times, and 9 times out of 10 it works out that it was just customers running water. That caused all the problems that we have, and once they turn the water off, the system jumped back up. We need a good 60-degree day. We ain't gonna have that probably for the next couple of days, but a good 60-degree day would really help us. But I'm liking what we're seeing this morning. It looks like things are starting to increase, and to put it in perspective, so we have 33,000 customers. If half of those customers, 15,000, were just running their trickle of water, those 15,000 customers would run more water than our plants can produce. So that's what we're dealing with. We hadn't closed any valves to turn anybody off. We don't do that. It's more just we can only pump out so much water from the plant, and if it gets used, it gets used. And
you can only produce so much. Let me ask you, so right now, while the temperature is up, everybody ought to turn their faucets off.
All the faucets should be off, and look, and those that are out water, I feel for them. So I know they want to probably wash clothes and they want to, do things. But if we can refrain from that, give us a good day to catch up our plants and all that, would make all the difference in the world. Just be patient. This is unprecedented. we're going through. So, if we're trying our best, our guys are out there in the snow and the ice and working in the dark and the cold and all that. And hopefully today will be a good day. It's looking promising so far, so hopefully it continues to build.
But like everybody else, you got to identify what utilities are around you before you dig.
Correct. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, we, like I said, we just keep reporting that anybody sees anything. We have, we got 67 employees and almost everybody's spread out everywhere where we can get to and give us a phone call and we'll go close the water off if you have a leak and that every time we close one off, the system is going to get better for it. So, hopefully today will be a good day.
All right, Wayne. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us that information.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Take care now. Bye-bye. All right, what do we have, Jay? Yeah, let's take a look at right in front of HTV. This is right in front of us. And this is the ice on the ground. It's frozen ice right here going into Barrel Street. And it's, there you can tell, people, look how close he is to that fire hydrant. And he just stuck. Just spinning. That's black ice, folks, that he's on. So I'm just trying to warn everybody, be careful when you hit this sector because it's probably as bad as I've seen anywhere, which is right in front of HTV and in between HTV and Fake Jewelers. When you're coming this way, please tell your kids, tell your loved ones when you get to this area, slow down because you will start spinning. That's ice. He's on total black ice. It looks like just a wet road, right? People think, okay, yeah, this is easy, but it's not that easy. So be careful when you get here. And that's sort of what we're dealing with in the parish as this water starts to freeze and creates black ice. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.